Hello everyone, my name's ShannonxoLouise and today I'll be doing a Q&A I asked on my Instagram story. My Instagram is ShannonxoLouise, the same as my YouTube. If you would like to send me questions on both my Kpop Instagram and my Facebook and my normal Instagram. So, the first question is, how did you get into Kpop? I got into Kpop whilst I was watching Daz Games. He's an old Viner called Daz Black, and he was reacting to Blood, Sweat and Tears by BTS, and that was kind of the first time I got into K-pop, because I saw Jungkook and I was like, who the hell is that? And then I kind of thought that the music was very good, even though I couldn't really understand it. But the first time I actually got into a K-pop group was in 2015, and I was watching Shane Dawson react to K-pop, but during the time that he was saying K-pop, he was actually saying J-pop, so I thought that Super Junior, the song that I kept on listening to, was J-pop, which was Mr. Simple. So I kept on thinking that Super Junior was J-pop until I got into K-pop in 2016 and found out that it was actually K-pop. So it's just a funny thing I can say to people now that I thought that Super Junior were J-pop group. The second question is, where was I born? I was born in Basingstoke, England. I no longer live there, which is why I'm answering this question. It's a place in Hampshire and it's next to London. How many brothers and sisters do you have? I have 2 brothers, both younger. Do you want to have kids? Yes, I do want to have kids. Not anytime soon, because I think, for me, 19 is a bit too young. For myself, not for other people. But I think the earliest time I'll probably have kids is 24, 25, but you can never really plan stuff like that. Have you ever had braces or glasses? I have never had braces or glasses, as when I kept on going to the dentist, they say my teeth were straight enough. And glasses, I think I might need them in the future, because most of the females in my family have glasses, and most of the people in my family have glasses, so I think that I'll eventually be needing glasses. What is my favourite movie? My favourite movie of all time is Love, Rosie. It's basically about a girl that gets pregnant at a young age, and then she's kind of having to deal with being a parent whilst the dad has gone and stuff, and she thought this whole life she was going to have, and it actually didn't come true. But then after she had the baby, she kind of got the life that she was going to have. Like, I don't know. My happiest moment of my life. I'd say that I probably haven't had the happiest moment of my life yet. I think the happiest moment of my life at the moment was probably leaving Brixham College, because I got really badly bullied there, so when on the last day I literally just ran home. I didn't want to spend any time left in that school that I could have. If you could get a job and money wasn't a factor, what would it be? I would actually become just a YouTuber, because the thing is, if money isn't a factor, I know that YouTubers don't get paid as much on as ad revenue, like for the ads, than as they do if they like start selling merch, or if they start doing like movies and stuff, which I don't really want to do. Thoughts on lockdown? I think lockdown is very boring, but I think that it probably has to be done, otherwise there'd be way more deaths than there are now. But I do think that people kind of need to start paying attention to the rules a bit more, because there's a lot of people that have been going out, there's a lot of people that have been hanging out with family, hanging out with friends, and it's like, you see them and you're like, this is the reason why we're still in lockdown. So yeah, I just think it's really boring, but I finished my coursework now, so I don't really need to worry about that anymore. It was due yesterday, Friday. When did I start listening to K-pop? I started listening to K-pop in 2015 without even knowing it was K-pop. I mean, I did start listening to K-pop in 2012, but I think everyone knew Gangnam Style. And then when I actually got into K-pop, became a fan of K-pop, was 2016 in October. My favourite fruit. My favourite fruits are grapes and bananas. My favourite TV show at the moment is Boy Meets World. I've started watching it again on Disney Plus. It's basically like Girl Meets World, but it's the dad perspective. I started watching Boy Meets World before even Girl Meets World came out. Favourite song at the moment. My favourite song at the moment will have to be We Are Bulletproof, The Eternal. I did a video on that, like a fan-made video, so I'll put the link up there or in the description. And have you drawn any artists? This is the last song. This is the last question. I think I have drawn artists, but I think I've mainly drawn YouTubers. I'm not 100% good at drawing, but I used to be quite good when I kept on doing it, but now I've kind of stopped doing it, so I'm not as good now. Well, I hope you liked the Q&A. I will see you next week with the introduction to the YouTube series that I'm going to be doing with the people saying who they are and stuff like that. Okay.